Jack in San Francisco. Hey, Jack, what's up?
Hey, Tom, one of your students here out in the West. Are you sure you want to go down the road of comparing something that is intended, for one thing, to kill people with things like cars and other things? Because one of the most prolific memes that I saw on the Internet and in discussions I had with the few conservatives I know, they kept trying to minimize the dangers or what guns represented by comparing them to things like cars, baseball bats, knives, even doctors, saying that, the
doctors kill 100,000 people.
Numbers of people that die from malpractice or doctor-related incidents is far, dwarfs the amount of people that are killed by guns. And it just seems so absurd to me to pull it into that category where you're comparing something that is designed just to kill people with other things that aren't designed to kill people, but are designed for other things like getting from point A to point B in the as far as cars go. I just wanted to hear
here's my rationale. Why is it
whether you think that would be strengthening their argument?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my rationale. Very simple. Why is it that we license doctors and that pharmaceuticals require a prescription?
Well, right. I mean, I understand.
No. The simple answer is because when somebody screws up pretending to be a doctor and they're not, you can die. And if you could just walk into a pharmacy and say, "Give me some antibiotics," and you don't know how to use them appropriately, and it's the wrong drug for it, you could die. So we regulate those things because they're capable of killing. It's the same reason why we license, register, and insure cars, because they are capable of killing. Not because that's their primary purpose, but because they're capable of it. So we have a system in this country that we've established to basically regulate things that are capable of killing people. And I say if you want to have a well-regulated militia and your gun is going to be part of it, with or without the militia, that a reasonable regulation is simple registration, insurance, and proof of proficiency, a shooter's license. I understand your argument that I'm conflating it with other things that are different, that guns are only made to shoot people. I would say, first of all, a lot of gun enthusiasts would say, no, guns are not just made to shoot people. There are guns that are made for sports. They're made to shoot animals, although that is killing. And there are guns that are designed specifically for shooting, clay pigeons or for target practice. But all that said, I think that really what we're looking at is if something has the potential to kill, how do we as a society make sure that potential is minimized? And we have learned from cars in the early days of cars. The first stop sign was in the 1930s. I mean, the first serious national standards for stop signs were in the 1930s, and cars have been around for 30 years at that point, and arguably a little longer than that. And I mean, we had electric cars back before the Civil War. They were very, very primitive, but there were cars at the turn of the 20th century. So
right, there's that very famous video of going down Market Street here in San Francisco from the turn of the century, where the cars are just kind of crossing the street, and they're all over the place. Chaos.
Yeah, and it was total chaos, and people died. And so they said, okay, we have now something amongst us in ever-growing numbers that is capable of killing people. And so how do we deal with that? We make people more responsible, and we make sure that the people who are using them are competent to use them. And we make sure that when somebody misuses them, there's some way to track it back to that person so that there can be some kind of compensation via insurance, and there can be some kind of determination of guilt. There can be some kind of accountability by virtue of saying, this was your car. So if Shano and I go out to the bar tonight and he gets plastered and I own a car and I say, here, Shano, drive yourself home and hand him my car keys, it's going to have my VIN number on that car when he plows somebody over, and I will be in trouble just like he will, God forbid. I mean, you get the point. So that's why I'm saying doing that. Jack, I understand your argument, but
you made your point well. Thank you, Professor.
Good. Thank you very much, Jack.